Welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's been an interesting day today. Just stuff going on. It's crazy that when you think everything is just lined up perfectly, things like to throw you for the loop. But hey, you know what? That which does not kill us makes us stronger, right? But enough about me. You're not here to hear about me. You're here to hear about what we're getting in the mail, the goodies that we get, courtesy of current and former athletes, our TTM results. As you see here, we got two returns that we're going to open up for today. One, the Jacksonville, Florida one actually came in yesterday. But as I've mentioned before, I just for sake of quality over quantity, I'm not going to necessarily do a video on just a single return, unless it was the dinosaurs one like we did last week. But I kind of prefaced that ahead of time that I was making an exception to my own rule. I don't think there's any pops in either one of these, so I think I feel pretty safe in not doing a video yesterday. But the Eugene, Oregon return, that came in today. Interestingly enough, when I checked my informed delivery this morning, that was not on there. So I was not prepared for that until literally 5 minutes ago when I went to go out and check the mail. As you can see, working in the office today because we are doing PM edition. Yay. But let's go ahead and let's get to the returns for today and let's see what kind of goodies we get. So we're going to do them in chronological order today, which means Jacksonville, Florida, you're up first. All right. Again, Florida, so I have no clue what we may be getting here, but let's see. All right. So, those of you that have been watching the videos for a bit know that there have been certain sets and teams, all that good stuff, you really kind of focused collecting. So, one of the returns here kind of hits up on one of those sets there. Wayne Cashman. Wayne Cashman, former Bruins player, former executive in the league, front office type guy, signed 2 of 2 for me. So nice thing with that is, as we've spoken about before on videos, is we did add another one to the OPG Topps Archives set. So kind of when I started getting back on the kick on this, I really went through the set and was kind of surprised with how many guys were actually signing through the mail. So I've had some really good success with sending these out and have actually gotten back more than I was expecting to. I think at some point here I am going to have to pull the actual full checklist. I've got probably a 400 count lot of these between ones that I was opening myself and then also just in buying collections and buying monster boxes. Sometimes these are in there, and so I kind of keep I've got 2 monster boxes that I just have titled Retro Hockey Products. And what I've done is, like with this In the Game franchises card, some of the old Parkhurst reprints, the Fleer products that I'm so fond of, and even some of the In the Game Heroes and Prospects when they've done the retired cards, the ones that are in like that beige colored tone. I put all of those into separate monster boxes. It just makes it a bit easier that I don't have a whole lot of stuff from like 60s, 70s. I got a decent amount from the 80s, but 60s and 70s, I don't have a whole lot of quality cards that I can send out TTM. In a lot of cases, though, they've done reprints of cards, so I kind of go there. And then like the In the Game franchises, man, they go deep with some stuff there, and I've gone back through it recently, and I was amazed with some of the players that have actually got cards in that set that I'm going, man, the only other stuff they have is like something from 68 or something. So it's actually it makes it kind of neat to be able to pull that stuff, and makes it kind of easy to do that. On a similar note, those of you that do hockey know about and even those of you that have done like baseball, you remember in the 90s, all those classic 4 sports and the classic draft sets and all that stuff. I actually have a whole monster box of hockey that's nothing but that kind of stuff, where it's those classic draft pick sets, the 4 sports where I've just pulled out specifically the hockey with it. And again, I keep all that stuff in just a separate monster box because it's hard enough to try and sort it into teams, especially when you're dealing with juniors teams and minor leagues and all that. And it just seems to be a lot better doing it that way. And then when I find a random guy and looking up to see what he's got, it makes it really easy to just go to that box. So just a little insight into a little bit of how I organize my stuff, because Lord knows I've got sometimes too many cards. My wife will tell you that anytime. But it's a madness that I have control of. So 2 of 2 from Wayne Cashman. Those were out less than 2 weeks. All right, now on to Eugene, Oregon. Because like I said, I literally came back from the mailbox and got prepped for this video. I have no idea what this is. I haven't even looked to see what I have out in Oregon. So this could be just about darn near anything. All right, cool. So what we got back, you guys know I've been on a little bit of a Hall of Fame and old school kick here. So this was a guy that is great to TTMers, but I had never really sent out to him before. So I wanted to make a change to that. So Mr. Dan Fouts signed 3 of 3 for me. As you've seen now, I have worked on getting a couple of these Pro Football Hall of Fame sets. This was a 95 set done by Impel. I didn't even know I owned it. I think I mentioned this in a video once before, but just quick recap. I didn't even know I owned the set. And I was cleaning out some stuff one day, opened up a box, and that was in there, and I went, holy cow. I looked online. They bring okay money for this set, but it's not anything great. And just with how deep it goes, it's basically got everybody that's been inducted to the Hall of Fame through 95. So I was like, you know what? This will be pretty cool to work on this. So I've sent out 3 or 4 guys so far, and I've got some more lined up. I just gotta maybe try and find a second card on a guy if I can. If not, just send one's fine. But I think it's better spent actually getting the card signed where I can. So did that, and I don't know why, but recently I've had an affinity towards this Dominoes set, the Quarterback Challenge Dominoes set. I sent Archie Manning, he's one of the TTMs I have out. I sent out that same card of Archie Manning out as well, along with I think another retro styled card. But I don't know. I think it's just like I talked about the other day, just the clean basicness of the cards, that, the white borders to it, just that it looks solid, and it's also just kind of a neat set with that. So that, and I don't think we've gotten one of these signed back, but we've talked about the greats of the game cards that are out there. This is actually one of the later years that they did. So Fleer actually did several years for football. They did baseball for a handful of years, but basketball and hockey, I think, were just the 1 year. But, this was in 2000, all the way up into 2004. And if I'm not mistaken, the year that they did this, they did a weird hybrid where they did the greats, but then they did the rookie cards for the 2004 class in a blue border, and they numbered those cards. So they kind of like did a weird hybrid with it. But I came across a stack of these recently, and I figured, what the heck, go ahead and send it out. So great return there, Dan Fouts. So another great player, Hall of Famer, another Hall of Famer to add to the collection. So a great 3 of 3 return, and this came back again like 2 weeks, maybe even less than that. So for the day, definitely old school flavor for today with our return of 3 of 3 from Mr. Dan Fouts and a 2 of 2 return from Mr. Wayne Cashman. Just so that you guys are aware too, if you do send out to Cashman, I don't know why he didn't, but everything I've heard says that he personalizes everything. So if you're somebody that is about personalization and don't want it, buyer beware with it, especially you know, with someone like him, where I don't know if that was even intentional, but he did loop it in there, whatever. I don't know why he didn't personalize that one. Maybe he forgot or something, or maybe going up the side of the card, he didn't feel it would be right to put it down in the corner with that. I don't know, but I'm not going to complain with it. But again, just so that you know, he is one of those guys that everything I've seen, I think unless you're actually like throwing some cash his way, he's going to personalize, which, hey, you know what? That's cool. I don't have a problem with him personalizing. I don't have a problem at all with him being paid to sign, and then by virtue of that, not personalized. So I'm good either way with it. For me, these cards are all for me, so I don't care. If you want to personalize, dude, have at it. I'm happy to get anything back that I do. So, great returns for the day. Only 2, you know, after the start of the week with the massive returns that we had got. I'm not even going to say this is a letdown, because, I mean, shoot, still some great players today, but certainly not the way the week was front-loaded. But you know what? We still got a couple more mailing days in the week, so hopefully we'll get at least 1 more video in. I'd love to say we get 3 more videos in, because that means we're getting a lot of stuff back in. So, until our next time together, whenever that may be, hopefully in the next day or 2, I want everybody to please have fun out there with whatever it is that makes you happy. Be safe out there. Crazy stuff still going on, especially with the holidays now. Just be careful. I want everybody to stay safe. And, you know, if TTMing is your thing, or if you're just watching the videos just to hear me talk and babble on about weird stuff sometimes, want everybody to enjoy yourselves out there. And if you do TTMs, hope your mailboxes stay full of ink. So until next time, everybody, see ya.